So about a week and a half ago, Battletech-wise, we were exploring some of the weaker mechs, or some of the mechs that literally do not pull their own weight in the game, their own tonnage. And some of them I agreed with. Some of them, admittedly, a little bit of a personal bias because they're my favorite mechs. Every machine out there is a favorite of someone. And some excellent points in there. But I have to say I was a little bit surprised, and I'm going to kind of counter it, and then, of course, you guys will counter my counter. The Banshee on here, and I should say we're looking at Inner Sphere, early to mid Succession era. We don't even know about the clans yet. They're just not even mythology. The tech level is admittedly on the lower scale. I think the Banshee is really a fine machine. Okay, it's not an awesome, it's not, I mean, literally it's not an awesome, it's not a tier 1, a top mech on there, but I've played the Banshee. I've had good results, and the true test is this: bringing Battletech to its role-playing roots. If you were going to inherit a mech, you could do a lot worse inheriting a Banshee on there. Absolutely. So we have the autocannon, and we have the PPC. So we've got some really good range. We've got long range. We've got good damage output on there. We have the ability to push it out because essentially those are the only two weapons that are on there. What that means is I could agree that the Banshee doesn't leave you many tactical decisions. At long range and on the way in, you're going to be shooting those weapons. The goal, because all you have is long-range weapons, but you don't have, say, enough, the dedicated long range of, say, something like a longbow or even an archer, where you can pump out lots and lots of long-range damage. That means the Banshee, you're going to want to close on there and utilize the tonnage. You don't have any short-range weapons on there. You don't have any medium lasers. We're talking stock Banshee, of course. No medium lasers. No short-range missiles. I mean, you don't even have a brace of like machine guns and small lasers, say like a Warhammer or something like that. So what that means is I'm going to try and close. I've got stuff to do on the way in with the PPC and the autocannon, which has bite. And then essentially I'm going to just try and body check you, slam you, and punch you on there. And with the location of the weapons in the left and right torso, well, first of all, it's a zombie mech on there. Meaning you blow off my arms, I'm pretty well protected. I am vulnerable to ammo explosions on there. That, and of course, like a lot of heavy and assault class mechs are, unless they are fully energy dedicated like the Awesome. But at least you could say, okay, in that vulnerability, they're putting out some dice damage on there. They're putting out a little bit of damage because they have medium lasers, they have short-range missile packs. They're doing something on there. The trade-off for the Banshee is it's got long range. It closes to medium, but then we start to get under the range of the PPC. It encourages me to get up there and start punching on there. That trade-off with the vulnerability for ammo, not having other weapons, I do contend that it is not the most optimal. But the Banshee has the tonnage. It's almost like it's a shock mech on there. It has the tonnage to do some decent damage. And if you blow off its arms, it's still somewhat in the game, although it's now going to start backpedaling on there because it literally has nothing left. If you want to kick, it's going to do some decent damage kicking on there. I don't think it's one of the worst mechs that's out there. Again, certainly not tier 1. I mean, I can't in good faith argue that, but it's still effective. It's still got some fun. And if you have it in your mech collection, I think it does definitely have a place in there. Your thoughts, your counter to the Banshee?